And welcome to another episode of the Don't Argue with the Facts podcast. I'm your host, Noah Love, and today we will be talking about Sunday, game four. This is my reaction. Tried to record this last night, had some technical difficulties. Hopefully, this will be up in the afternoon on Monday. Um, I will be doing an NFL draft recap. That'll be out at some point at the latest end of this week. Just to recap some of the Saturday games. Knicks tied the series at 2-2 against the Hawks. Wolves go up 3-1 against the Nuggets. Magic go up 2-1 against the Pistons. And the Thunder go up 3-0 against the Suns. Okay, now let's get to it. North of the border we go. It is a game of all time. We will be telling our kids about this game. It was a game for the ages. I don't know if you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, but yeah. Raptors beat the Cavs 93-89. First round game four, the tie series at 2-2. For Toronto, when you win a game and you shoot 4 for 30 from three, and you shoot 32%, I just woof. Look, there are games where it's good defense, low scoring intensity. This ain't it. 32%. Look, I thought the two best players on the floor in this game were Scotty Barnes and Colin Murray Boyles. I thought Colin Murray Boyles during this series, I thought Colin Murray Boyles yesterday was excellent. I think in the post series he's been really good. He's been 17-7 in the postseason. Yesterday he was 15-10. I thought Barnes has been excellent for majority of this. This is a young team, and they just been scrapping and scrapping and scrapping. You look at this game here. I mean, they couldn't make anything. Ingram couldn't make anything for a majority of the game. Had his spurts, but couldn't make anything. Barrett couldn't make anything, and they just found a way to fight and preserve. Whether if it was getting an offensive or defensive rebounds, just scrapping, they found a way to win. That's what they did. They found a way, and you have to give Toronto a lot of credit for that. To me, this game is not about the Toronto Raptors. Toronto, they tied the series at 2-2. That's great. Game three, they got high. Game four, obviously didn't shoot it well. To me, this game is about the Cleveland Cavaliers and just the lack of show up. You look at the first two games, Mitchell and Harden were awesome. Go figure. And look, people can get on the Harden, uh, I don't want to say hate train because, like, it's warranted. And look, I get it. He's not the best player on this team. Donovan Mitchell is. And ever since they've come north of the border, he has not played. He has not played like he did at home. At home, they were great. No issues. Blew out Toronto 2 times. Toronto comes back north of the border. Game three, they play like they're the more desperate team. Here they get hot. In game four, it's some of the same story. Again, because if you go down 3-1, going back to Cleveland, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So look, I gotta give Toronto. You can give Toronto credit, but you could also say Cleveland sucked. I mean, look, more turnovers than field goals made for Harden. Mitchell, the end of the game, he gets in 8 seconds, and then he goes and puts up a three that misses. He didn't need it at the time. It's just those last that sequence was so bad. And look, in uh, this is a series where the home team like just plays well. I mean, if this is one of those series and we're going to seven, and look, with all due respect to the Toronto Raptors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have championship aspirations, but they're not playing like a championship team. This is like game three. Okay, Toronto gets hot. Jameson Battle has the game of his life. Eh, It's they're at home in the playoffs. It's a must win. Okay, like I understand, truthfully, like I got it. But you to to play like that, like okay, in game three, Scotty goes for 33, Barrett goes for 33, and Colin Murray Boyles goes for 22. Battle has to get 14. Okay, they end up pulling away late. I mean, it just wasn't good enough yesterday from everybody involved. Obviously, Harden and Mitchell, but Jared Allen, 15 rebounds, cool. 3 points ain't good enough. Evan Mobley, 8 and 9 with 5 fouls. That's not good enough. Toronto's front court, from Poto to Barnes to Murray Boyles, thoroughly outplayed the Cavs front court. That's what it is. So Cleveland's got to figure something out here. I don't know. They have to shoot. One, they're gonna have to shoot better. Two, they're gonna have to find a way to contain Scotty Barnes and Colin Murray Boyles in three. Look, I thought their bench has been really good in this series. I thought whether it was Struess in game one or in game two, it was Merrill. I thought their bench played well in game four. I thought Merrill was good. I thought Tyson was good. And I thought Schroeder was fine. The starters did not come with. Again, you have an 8 point lead with about 5 or 6 minutes left to go in the game. And I believe it was 84-76. That means you get outscored 17-5 down the stretch. That can happen. So it's an outstanding win for Toronto's 2-2. Now it's a best of three. Game five on Wednesday, and game five for the Cavs, it's a must win. Because if you somehow lose and you go down 3-2 and they're going back to Toronto, oh boy. Oh boy. If you somehow don't get out this first round series, huge changes are going to be made in Cleveland, and it just will be a mess. If Cleveland is who we say they are, which again I don't believe them, they should win these next two games and close it out in six. Because I'm gonna be honest, they're the better team. Now we go to Portland, Oregon, where the Portland Trailblazers were playing the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs won game three without Wemby. A great second half by just the three guards, Fox, Harper, and Castle. Mainly Harper and Castle played brilliantly. They get Wemby back here in game four, and they win it decisively. Like, this, to me, was the most impressive win of the day. Because at a point, they were down going into halftime. They were down 17 points. In Portland, you're thinking at the half, okay, we're gonna go in and we're gonna come back out. We're gonna continue to play well. We're gonna tie this series. And that's just not what happened. Victor Wembanyama, mainly in the third quarter, when we talk about a takeover, he does it on both sides. I mean, just take 27 and 12. That's great overall. What makes him insane is the four steals and the seven blocks. I mean, he was just guarding everybody in every single thing. That's why he was defensive player of the year. Like, Fox was great, obviously, and Castle was good, but Wimby, mainly in the second half, I mean, to be down 17 and to win the game by 21, you were down 17 at halftime. Blazers got it working. They could have easily say, you know what, we got the split 2-2. We're going to go back to San Antonio. They say, nah, we're going to win this game. They're going to go, we're going to go up 3-1, and we're going to go try to go back and close it. Absolutely phenomenal performance. A Portland look when you Scoot Henderson didn't give you anything. Your bench was, I mean, Grant was decent to good for what it's worth, but after that, it wasn't really nothing that you can do. Denny in this series, it's been an up and down series for sure. It's been an up and down series. I thought game three, the the Spurs did a really good job on him. I thought game one and two, he was able to get kind of where he wanted. And in this game, like he was efficient. I mean, just wasn't enough. And look, the Blazers go back for game five now, fighting for their lives. They're praying they can force a game six. This Spurs team, they when Victor Wembanyama is healthy and on the floor, with Fox, Castleton, Penny can shoot the ball. Not to mention Harper. You saw Harper only had 2 points today, but Harper in the previous game had 27. It's like, man, you got Keldon Johnson, who was the sixth man of the year. You can bring in Carter Bryant. I mean, you have Luke Cornett. I mean, man, this team gets scary almost. And it's a team that can win the championship. I mean, just play the right way. They guard, obviously. They shoot it pretty well. Man, just the Spurs. You saw why they won 62 games. I mean, this is a very good team even without Wimby. With Wimby, it just makes them incredible, and they can win the championship. And they're one of like two or maybe three teams that can beat the OKC Thunder. But man, that second half, you can't say enough about how incredible that second half defensive performance was by Wembanyama. You just can't you just can't say enough. Well, next we go to game four. Look, Embiid was back for Celtics. I'm not going to waste much time on this because I'm gonna be honest with you. Celtics just blew him out from the jump. Peyton Pritchard was absolutely phenomenal. 32 points off the bench. I mean, he just had it all working. Was white hot. Tatum with 37 and 11. He's looking like the old Tatum, which is spooky. And then Brown had 20, was fine. I mean, this look, Embiid came back and had like a very decent game, but the Sixers, they couldn't guard the three. They couldn't guard, like, the Celtics shot 53 threes and they made 24 of them. They shot 45% from three. That's just, they're going to blow you out if they shoot like that. They just could not guard the 3 point line. It doesn't help when, look, your stars have to be excellent. if you're the Sixers against the Boston Celtics. And they weren't. I thought Embiid for his return was good. I thought Maxey was at. I thought Edgecombe just was not a factor. I just thought the Boston Celtics did a great job in Game Two. They weren't. They did not do a good job of taking Edgecombe out of the game. In terms of they let him got the feeling himself, and even in Game Three, you could feel like to an extent that backcourt, I don't want to say they had it rolling. I don't want to say that because Edgecombe didn't have a good game. Maxi was decent, but they weren't efficient. So I don't want to say they had it rolling, but yeah, I thought the Celtics have done a good job of just making things very tough this series. And now they're going back to the Garden for Game 5, and look, anything can happen in the TD Garden, right? I mean, if you look at Boston at home in this current era of Tatum and Brown, I mean, it's rough. Like, it's rough. But they're a tremendous road team, as they've shown you. I mean, they're just tremendous on the road. So, I would. I feel good about Boston winning this in 5 games. But then again, I wouldn't be shocked if Philly snuck out another game because Boston live or die by the three. They lived by it last night. There could be a game where they die by it. You never know with the Boston Celtics. I thought Embiid was the only one that was doing anything, to be honest, for the Sixers. Maxi has not been good. Like it let's call it spade to spade in this series. He has not been good. He had him and Edgecombe have not been good at all. They had the Game 2 win. Celtics go cold from three. Look, they got it going. Maxi got it going. Edgecombe really had it working. They were comfortable. They were feeling it. The Celtics got cold from three. They shot 53. They were 13 of 50. It's a game that happened. But when the Celtics are on and making threes, and then they're the number 4 rated defensive team this year, they just guard incredibly well. You saw it here tonight. I think the Boston Celtics are probably, right now at least, looking by far and away should be the favorites to win the East. Knicks in a dogfight with the Hawks. Don't even get me started again on Cleveland, and then Detroit's down 2-1 to Orlando. And that in that series, I mean, Orlando has really done a fabulous job. I touch them all mostly. It's done a fabulous job. Yeah, now we get to the final game here. Lakers and Rockets. Rockets dominate pretty much from start to finish, 115-96. We will have a Game 5 in Crypto.com Arena, and you just can't help but think this series should be 2-2 going back to LA. Game without Kevin Durant. Game 3, they had it up 6 with 30 seconds left to go. And then Jabari throws it away. You get a foul on Jayshawn Tate. Reed Shepard gets it knocked away. LeBron hits a three to tie. It's just a whole disaster of a 30 seconds. I mean, Bronny had 5, and that was more points than your entire bench. That should not be happening. But I do think in this, they their offense has looked kind of better without Kevin Durant. Maybe at home, at least at home. I mean, look, Game 1 it was bad without him. 2 was bad, but Game 3 and 4, I'm looking at Shingun. He's playing very good basketball. Amen Thompson's looking like the guy that showed tremendous promise against the Warriors. I thought Jabari He had the mistake in game three, but overall, I thought he was fine. Reed, I thought he played well, but he needs to step it up. I think the Lakers are just like we're like, you know what? The Rockets are a desperate team. We'll close this out in five. Here's the thing: the Rockets. To me, this game was all about pride for the Houston Rockets. You cannot go out there on your home floor and get swept. There's no Luka, no. You just, I don't care if there's no Kevin Durant. You just can't get swept, especially how the last game ended. And people talk about their inexperience because I guess it's their second time being here. I think it helped them in this game, and I'll tell you why. The Houston Rockets don't know any other way outside of playing hard. Some of these guys playing hard and trying to get a win. They don't know that down 0-3, pack it up or pack it in. And look, Ime, I think he's a coach that you can say he makes mistakes. He threw his team under the bus. Maybe after game three, however you feel about him, he will not allow his team to pack it in. He just won't do he refuses. He will refuse to let his team pack it in. If we're going to lose, it's because that other team's better, made more shots. Maybe they have a better game plan. Some guy goes crazy, whatever. We're not going to lose because we packed it in. And look, I think the Houston Rockets, even though they're a young team, they've shown great basketball character throughout these past two games. Because, okay, game three, down 0-2, best player goes down. Obviously, you should have won the game. But this game showed me more basketball character because, again, should have won the game. You're now down 0-3. It's game four at home. You could have just said, you know what, series is over. We're just going to lay down. Lakers are going to win it. We're just going to lay down and die. And they said, no, we're going to come out. We're going to play good basketball. We're going to guard our tails off. We're going to force LeBron James to turn the ball over 8 times. And we're going to see what happens. And what happened was they won the game. And so, yeah, it's a great performance by Houston. Look, I thought Şengün in the past two games has been really good. I thought Tari Eason bounced back. Uh, thought he played really well. I think that was a big key. Putting Josh Okogie on the bench and putting Tari Eason in, that to me was a change because Okogie starting was giving you nothing. Tari Eason, he's gonna at least give you something. Obviously, Amen Thompson, defensively, I thought played well. Offensively, getting to the rack, slashing. And so now you go back to game five and crypto.com and can the Rockets win game five? Can the Rockets win game five? Honestly, I think they can. I think with the way they've played the past two games, I mean, it should be 2-2. So I think the Rockets do feel that I think those young guys do have a sense of confidence like, we can beat this team. We just can't beat ourselves. In games three and four, in game three, we beat ourselves. They didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. And in game four, we showed if we don't beat ourselves, we can beat them. Easy. And so I think that's what Udoka and probably the rest of the Rockets are saying to themselves. And so it should be interesting to see game five. I'll tell you this, if Rockets win game five on the road, stuff starts to get tight. It starts to get tight. I know LeBron complained about the refs and whatever. Look, refs aren't the reason he lost the game. I did think the Aiden ejection was a little bit unwarranted and ridiculous, but yeah, we got three. We got two. We have a game four. We have two game fours and one game five. Pistons and Magic game 4, Thunder and Suns game 4. The Thunder are going to sweep the Suns. That Detroit Orlando game, I do believe that feels like a series that is tied at 2-2. It just feels like it. And then the Wolves and the Nuggets, if the Nuggets have any sort of pride, they'll win that game. No DiVincenzo, no Ant as well. Underhanded. I mean, I'll just assume you hope, but look, if the Nuggets have any sense of pride left, any sense of pride left in there, they'll go and they'll win that game. That's really just how I feel. That's really just how I feel about it tonight. So we'll see. Uh, thank you everybody for joining me on this episode of the Don't Argue with the Facts podcast. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, see ya.